All right. Welcome back. All right, so Aquarians, let's go ahead and jump on in. We're going to take a quick peek at the topic of love, Aquarius. Hang on, I've got two decks mixed together, and I just want this one. All right, Aquarius, here we go. Ooh, we got a little collection. We have a Queen of Pentacles, we have a Five of Wands, a Knight of Pentacles, and the Star. Okay, so Aquarius energy. Also, we have a Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus on that Queen of Pentacles. So for the topic of love, to start out with this grounded energy, but we have somebody who's like really up in their head right now, going round and round. We have a lot of feminine energy. I'm wondering if we actually have two feminines. If somebody is wondering if a person that they want, we could have an earth sign energy of a feminine who's wondering if somebody that they're interested in has actually caught feelings for Aquarius. That's how this looks. And I don't think that there's any part of Aquarius that's out here like trying to, get somebody else's man or woman. We have the Death card, then we have the Hanged Man. I definitely feel like a Queen of Pentacles knows that there's an ending. So I think that the partner she was with has been more or less like the writing's been on the wall for a while. They've been moving on from her. And now it's like it's official. There's no more of this weird no man's land, this delay. I feel like whoever this is, and they could be a Scorpio, I feel like he has perhaps fallen for Aquarius. Now, let me just ask, what was the situation? No, I don't want that deck. What was the situation between Aquarius and this, we'll say, divine masculine? By the way, he could also be a Pisces. Mastery of Cups. The energy between the two of them, and the sacred masculine, divine masculine. He could definitely be in the flow of, he clearly has a lot of emotions for Aquarius and serious long-term intentions. Then what was the deal with the Queen of Pentacles? Ace of Wands sideways. Hang on, that's like questionable passion. Like I'm not really sure I was that. And Five of Swords. But how recent was this connection to the Queen of Pentacles? Because she's feeling like she's losing you now, but you're acting like this has been over for a while. We've got the Judgment card, which is called Liberation in this deck. It's how recent was it? Well, this is somebody who's, let's say that they've had a rocky time of it for a while. The desire to patch things up really hasn't been there. There's been more conflict than anything. And finally, it's like, let's just go ahead and call this. So I feel like this feels very recent though. It actually feels like because he's recognizing his emotions for Aquarius, that is why he is not trying to, patch anything up anymore with the Queen of Pentacles. My impression is that they were already like either on not speaking terms, and it's like he's not going to be trying to reconcile and patch things up or go back and start talking to that Queen of Pentacles. And the Queen of Pentacles just kind of senses it. She just knows, I think he's met somebody else. And I think that's exactly what this is. Let me ask a rude question here. If he hadn't met Aquarius, would he still be trying to patch things up with the Queen of Pentacles? No. Okay, good. That's what I was hoping, because I was just like, I hope this isn't like, well, if there's anybody at all of interest, then I'll go that direction, because then that would have felt like an opportunist. But no, actually, with the Five of Pentacles, it's like, it doesn't matter. It wouldn't have mattered. He was done with this connection anyway. They had too many problems. There'd been too much that wasn't working between them. You notice that the Queen of Pentacles is up, right? She doesn't seem to be hanging on. She's not a karmic. She has probably been thinking the same things. Like, is there even any reason for us to try to salvage this? Because really, we've had so much conflict. Sometimes two amazing people just suck together in a relationship. They just aren't on the same wavelength. They're, let's put it this way, two great dancers sometimes also don't dance well together, or two great singers don't actually harmonize well together. Their voices just don't complement, their styles don't complement. I feel like that's what the situation was. Now, let me ask, so masculine, you have obviously, we can call him the emperor now. You have obviously seen or spotted Aquarius, and Aquarius is the one that you want to pursue. Aquarius is the person for you, and you are quite convinced of that. Ace of Swords, this, he's like, yes, completely convinced. I feel like I already have more in common with this Aquarius. Nine of Pentacles. They see Aquarius as somebody extremely, I feel like they watch Aquarius when Aquarius works, or they've seen Aquarius work. They see something really powerful, really beautiful in Aquarius. The way Aquarius is like, they've mastered things in their own life. So Aquarius has whatever it is that they do. They could work in an industry or something where they pick stuff, pull stuff, like could be working in an office and they pull files. It could be working in a warehouse and they pull items that have sold and packaged to ship. It could be, whatever it is that Aquarius does. They have seen that Aquarius has like this very self-contained, like personal respect for themselves and personal like talent and ability. It's very attractive to them. Very, very, very attractive to them. They have, so I do feel like this person is, they have a ton of great emotions. They also have good intentions, but when it comes to Aquarius, really turns them on. And one of the things that Aquarius, I think, drives them crazy about is like Aquarius seems to not have paid them much attention. I do feel like this is Aquarius is busy at work. They're not messing around. They could have a very serious demeanor. Eight of Cups. Oh, Aquarius knew darn well that they were interested. And even here, you notice she's got kind of like this leaned back, like giving them a little bit of a look like, if you're not single, don't even look at me. I feel like this Aquarius is like so powerful, is so like she's not having any of it. This Aquarius was not about to become the home wrecker, or be the third person or anything like that. It's like, if you can't offer me the entire world, you shouldn't even be looking my way. So if you're not single, forget about it. Queen of Cups. Look, the way they know exactly what Aquarius meant, and they also see Aquarius being super loving, super soft. But when it comes to putting up an expectation, they know they had no business even trying to get Aquarius to give them love or warmth or attention unless they were coming in clear, free, single, and available to give Aquarius all that same energy back. So this is them knowing this. I don't think this is a person who tried to like step around that boundary or, like be like, well, but I want to just indulge anyway. No. I think that they know the only pathway that takes them to Aquarius is if they're completely single. And if there was any part of them that was unsure previously, like they weren't 100% sure, like, am I really, done with the Queen of Pentacles? Let me put it this way. Aquarius made it very plain that I can read you like a book. And if I don't see you as a fully single person, if there's any like, oh, it's complicated, or, we're separated. Nope. Aquarius is having none of that. And I think that they knew that is absolutely the right way to handle it. Aquarius is spot on. Why would I be allowed to take any of Aquarius's energy when I'm not there to give them anything back, because I'm in indecisive land? So they got decisive. They definitely, I think they respect and admire Aquarius more for the fact that Aquarius wasn't having any of it. 10, it's not a 10, it's the Wheel of Fortune. But we've got, I don't think Aquarius will expect that they are going to be showing up or coming in and they will now be single and available like this. I feel like this is going to be a bit of a shocker, because although it might be a perfect time, they may show up at, I don't know, some fun, like maybe it's an after work event, or maybe they go someplace where they know Aquarius might be. Maybe they surprise Aquarius. Maybe they want to present the fact that I am completely single. It's definitely during like bikini season in this card. And so I would say that they have just become fully single. Like they were already single, but now there's like a finality to everything from their past. But it does look like they are going from like it's over to making a beeline, because this is that Knight of Swords. They're making a beeline straight to Aquarius. They may now be able, or they think now they should be able to like maybe engage a little bit with Aquarius, sit beside them at whatever the company picnic, or ask them out to dinner, or go meet them at the beach or something like that. It feels like now they think that they can do that. Like immediately they think that they can start doing this. Aquarius might say, yeah, no thanks. You still have somebody else's energy around you. You need to like fumigate your spiritual self. You need to not date me right now. It's not enough that you just broke it off with somebody. What, you just told them you're done with them, and now you think you're going to go out on a date with me tonight, when an hour and a half ago you just broke it off with them? Officially, no. You need some time to, if any of your ex's stuff is still at your house, that needs to get out of your house before I date you. If you still got your ex and you guys still have a bunch to talk about and stuff, no, you need to wrap that up first. If you just got done with somebody else's energy, you need some time to just sit with yourself and recalibrate you. I do not feel like Aquarius is down for any kind of like, come on into my life right now. Eight of Pentacles. Once again, I think that they understand fully, and it's like Aquarius is spot on. I will have to maybe clean up some things in my house. Maybe, and I'm talking like the internal house right now, because that's the Eight of Pentacles. I said that, fumigate, and they're like, they literally have this mask on, and they're like doing some kind of, well, in this case, it's like chiseling of these amethyst crystals. It's interesting though. At no point are they frustrated or irritated or be like, well, why can't I date you now? I'm single. That's great, because if they acted like that, they wouldn't probably be an emperor. Instead, they totally get this. They totally understand. Maybe this is them just actually approaching and saying, listen, I'm single now. I'm going to take a little bit of time before I come back and ask you out. But I want you to know I've created singleness in my life. And now I'm going to speed off to go and do some healing so that I'm, energetically free and clear. Maybe this is them going to just come in and say this, and it won't be Aquarius who has to put up the blockage. But I interpreted this card as Aquarius, because it's air energy, standing here saying, whoa, what are you thinking? You don't just get to date me. So I don't know. I still am leaning more toward Aquarius had to like put them in their place just a little bit on this. High Priestess. Look, I do think Aquarius is like, I will be connected to them even while they need to spend, the next, 8 days, 9 days by themselves, making sure that they are good, fixing whatever they need to inside themselves, decompressing, being single for a little bit. But am I energetically feeling bonded to them? And I know that they're bonded to me? Yes. This actually leaves us with a very kind of like a sweet expectation, while still, being reasonable about giving everyone space to heal what needs to be healed. So actually really great energy on this. The fact that it feels like this whole situation is actually being handled with tremendous, I'll say, like the maturity of like, don't blur lines, don't change lanes too fast, give time between, ending one relationship and starting a new one. It actually feels like it's an act of compassion also for Aquarius to say, you need to make sure you're good before you start trying something with me. So anyway, I'm going to leave this one here. Thank you guys so much for being here. Thanks for giving it a thumbs up and subscribing. Lots of love. Bye.